Hey, you guys doing? Hey everybody, TenebrisTenshi here. How you guys doing this evening? I'm gonna quickly get this thing. Hey, how you doing, William? Nice to see you around again, my buddy. Weed out and rolling. Also, by the way, I know I mentioned early in the stream yesterday, but I saw this morning that V got to her 200 mark. So congratulations to V. There. B. They got to their 200 mark that they were shooting for. So congratulations to them. I'm very happy for them. One of the followers, to be very. Anyway, let's see here. It definitely is Vi because it's violet. What am I looking for? Blood. Seven. Copy that to put that over in a channel over this way. Little channel here. Ta-da! Alright. With that, enough. Except for the fact that matters right this sec. Yeah, I'll put device. Oh, better? Better. Anywhoozles, now that we've got all that done, all the work is out of the way. Wonderful. Get back to RE7. So, last we left, we were on a boat. I forgot that this thing actually has a, an overlay that's... It's not showing up on yours. Hopefully it won't be too anyway. Mia, what? I didn't mean to hit A. I have a thing. You're not seeing it just because of the way I've got my screen captured, but oh my goodness gracious. It has like the little pop-up that you have when you hover over something and gives you some extra bits. It's maybe later. It's just like, no, now. Give me a second. Now it disappeared. No, we're good now. Okay. Anyway, last we left, we were on a ship. I got a gun with 2 bullets, which doesn't really help us. And I was able to pick up 40 machine gun rounds, but we don't have a machine gun, so... Yeah, we're still pretty much effed for the most part. Yeah. A rush if... I need to. I went through most of the rooms around, I believe, so... I'm really hoping that I don't have to spend any bullets. I know. Okay, that tells me, yeah, we're good. That was in the maintenance room for the save. Laundry room. Another little thing there, unless... as we go along, I believe. Our focus. Hello? I don't wanna, but I gotta. Hi. Grandma? Oh no, you're the little girl.
What? Why?
You need to remember, so we can be a family.
That was a little stilted, by the way. I'm very much against shooting kids. Can you clean it off for me first? Because... okay. Gross, though. Gross. I don't want to watch gross stuff. Okay, let's see. Test subject E001, C transport log type secret. My Winter's cabin.
Alan, you're getting worse.
She must have infected me during the attack. I'm too far gone anyway.
You got the watch too, but Alan is not someone I know. Unless this is Alan Wake.
This serves me right. It's my fault she got out.
Yeah, it is your fault. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna let you die.
She didn't attack you?
It's part of her imprinting protocol. I can't believe this is happening.
Oh, she does know what's going on. Okay.
Take it. It has her tissue samples.
That's why she still has that. How does she still have that?
Find her. Fix this.
Okay, Evie, where are you?
Evie? Evelyn? Ooh. Why does this one not have a... what do I have in my inventory? A machine gun. Please tell me I get the machine gun when I get out of here. Operations Division. Director Alan Droney. There you go. Caretaker Mia Winters. Alright. Recent reports suggest that if Evelyn... yeah, it is Evelyn... remains at her current location, she is at high risk of being stolen by opposing organizations. Your orders, therefore, are to transfer Evelyn to the Central American branch for safekeeping until further notice. During the transfer, be sure to adhere to the following protocols. Okay, so Evelyn is a bioweapon, very clearly, because she's a real girl, assuming. And why is it a bioweapon? Because this is Resident Evil. That's why. Central American branch of what? Who are they working for? Act as parental guardians for Evelyn at all times to avoid suspicion. Manage Evelyn's vitals via the genome codex provided. The mission is compromised beyond reconciliation. Dispose of Evelyn. That's, I guess, the goal we're supposed to be. Which, by the way, Evelyn is like, you have to remember so we could be a family again. Well, you killed your dad in this scenario. So you already wrecked the family house, and now we get to wreck you. No, not that that really should be a thing for kids at all, but obviously. I'm very curious to what Evie is to what the? Feels like walking the Titanic right now.
She's close.
Seven. Oh, it says 9. Oh, she's in that room right there. It'd be funny if I could take these things out. Supplements, yeah, can't be used anyway. I was just curious. Didn't think I could. But that could be. Not for the moment, anyway. Not this room, then.
She's vomiting. Damn, I'll have to reset.
How's it going?
She's vomiting. Far more in excess of her body mass.
Oh, great. We're gonna be seeing a lot more of her ugly friends if this keeps up. All right, we need to find her and fast. This is getting out of hand.
Agreed.
I say, if she's vomiting, what do you mean? Because when I saw that little drop area, I was kind of like, okay. Getting more supplements, but I can't use them. Do you see any of the stuff that I can usually... Aha! Speaking of. As soon as I was complaining about it, right? Could I have made healing? I probably could have. Rather get the psychostimulants. Grab items. Oop, there's that. Oh yeah. That was a little further off. I don't know why I'm spinning around. I would be able to see the items. I'm not. I'm still on the psychostimulants. Okay, this is the way forward, but I want to get this item over here. There's a chem fluid, so I can get another back. Not back. And up again. Oh, I didn't think that I would have to do that. But here we are. Oh, you're here. There she is. Bitch! Go fast. Okay. Very well then. Thank goodness. I heard it, but I was just like, where is it? I'm just glad it didn't strike me because pick one of those. God. I thought I might have been dying. I was wrong though. My health at? I'm in a good place. That right now. God. God damn it. I just think I have to blow off its head, but I really don't. My health, not great considering all the blood on the screen. Yeah, oh, that's really low actually, so let's fill up. Good, they stack. I'm happy. I don't know why I end up hitting the crouch button. It's just for me trying to hold since it's got that recoil going up. Don't miss items, especially ammunition. Considering this is straight lines, I don't know why the I guess, you know, to keep it in or
Alan, I think she's on the other side of this door, but I don't have a key.
Try to melt down the lock. You're on the bottom level, right?
Why are you still alive, dude? You sound like you're choking on your own spit. I feel like someone's gonna jump out of me here. Iced. Another full heal. At least what I assume to be a full heal.
Are you mad at me, Mom?
No, Evie, I'm not mad. Wait, what did you call me?
I don't want to live at the lab anymore. I want a house, and I want you to be my mommy.
Okay, Evie. I'll be your mommy. Just come back with me right now, okay? Where are you, Evie? but she ran off. She's making more friends, Alan. Those things are everywhere.
I told you so.
Are you okay?
You just worry about getting Evelyn back.
I know I heard the enough to distract them. Okay, good. Just so that in case they follow me behind. Bombs. Nice. And fluid. I have a feeling I'm going to start to have to run between. I'm running, I guess not low on bullets, but you know, struggling with what I've got. He's dead. Over here in the corner. Ah, crap, there's more. One. There we go. Oh, wow, that thing had range, because I was like way gone. Evie, you little bitch. Yeah, I knew that I was going to need more of that. Press the... Okay, she just didn't have an animation for button presses. Okay. Oh, we have 75 bullets left. I am not looking forward to this. Oh, I actually have to aim at the thing. Okay, nice to know.
Emergency safety lockdown system has been engaged.
This bodes poorly. Am I? Only on the second floor? What happened to the...
Damn it.
He's upstairs.
Alan, where the hell are you?
Places. Who is she working for? Ooh, I saw another one of these. Collecting a lot of remote bombs, you notice? Ah, Jesus. Nope, 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 nope. I'm out. Anything down here? I know she's upstairs, but I want to make sure that there's no item. Out here. Game says no. Oh, now we're in the... Oh, this is the room we were just in. Anything else here? I'm like, we must be in a... He is.
How did you get here?
Where's Evie?
She's out of control. Without the treatments, she's deteriorating.
Well, it's a good thing we're already dying.
Don't say that.
Having him in front of my face is so gross. Like entirely, oh my god.
She trusts you. That little bitch, she never trusted. Okay, wait. Evie, no, Evie, Evie.
Alan,
I didn't mean
listen.
to call you that.
She's
Evie,
trying
I
to
didn't mean-
take
I didn't mean-
control. You have to fight her. Evelyn, stop! Stop right now!
Well. Okay. Oh, we were oh, so she got infected here. I see. She got infected here. The reason why Evelyn keeps saying, we want to be a family again. Because she believes that having these people under control, until obviously he decided to be a little crass about it, probably makes them family. And thus, when I gave her the cure, she thinks that he's not family anymore, even though, you know. Anyway, but you know. A feeling is about it for this part. At least this part of the flashbacky part of the story. MP4? You know.
Ethan,
How did...
you were right.
That's not a screen recorder, by the
I
way.
did lie to you.
That's
I
a
shouldn't
camera.
have. All I can say is that if you get this, stay away. Forget that you ever knew me. Have a good life.
I don't remember there being a loud blaring alarm in the background. I don't have any more, there must be one around. At least it wouldn't lock me out of it. There's gotta be one somewhere. I hope that it's closer here. Maybe I have to touch the thing. Ah.
We'll be together forever.
So what do we think? Umbrella related? Government related? I mean, it makes sense for it to be Umbrella related, but it's many, many years after Umbrella went under, so... she died. Nice rendering though. Not bad. So, wait, she died. She's a zombie. Technically.
Now do you remember?
Yes, Evelyn. I remember.
Can we be a family like before?
You know, it would be. Could we be a family like before? You kind of ruined that for yourself, kid. But this is the problem. Why are you giving? I mean, like, I assume that there was a scientific reason why they gave the kid the ability to control the mold. Like, you know, something about stem cells or whatever to attach or yada yada yada. Some to use usual Star Trek technobabble, some kind of multimodal reflection sorting. But this is why you don't give kids ultimate power over anything, because then they will mess you up. They don't have the mental capacity to hold back. Oh, but we had her under control. All we have to do is this, that, and the other. All it takes is one adult messing up, and that goes down the drain. Have fun with that.
Evie, we can't be a family. We were never a family. We will never be a family.
Then I don't need you anymore.
That jump to my face was actually kind of creepy. Everything else about that was just like, oh man, this is actually kind of... He doesn't... She's not that creepy when you see her. Just saying. She's definitely not that creepy when you actively see her. Oh, actually, we just went down that corridor in the flashback. Maybe I left my machine gun somewhere there. That would be nice if that was the case. It's nice though. The two chem fluids and nothing to use them with. I would say necrotoxin, but it's only one letter space between the NEC and what is technically toxin, right? Any subjected iodel use only use only in disposal of something assets. It must be tested before do this, placing a sample into the necro. Maybe it's just... It feels like it's too small for 2 letters, but it might be. Maybe it's still necrotoxin. I know that I could take a look inside there, but I want to... Oh, it's locked up. Oh, yay, machine gun ammo. I still don't have a machine gun game. Did I miss it, or did... Okay, more chem fluid. That's going to start to really weigh on my end. Okay, that'll do. Let's... I appreciate that. How did that get out to Ethan, or did it not? That just, I'm gonna look at that thing. That elevator bit. It could just be telling me, hey, you know, nothing's here, but... Up and out, but let's go. Probably locked up, to be fair, but you know. Just checking. Like now it's locked, so I need to get a disposal thing where the first time. Now we go up. And so the only question I have is this umbrella or is this remnants of umbrella or what? Because I kind of see what the story is now. At least generalities thereof. That felt like a lot longer of a... On the other side of the bridge. I'll take a look at that after I explore. Just a little bit. Figure things out, right? Just... It's going very far. Captain's cabin, okay. Bug wrench, I'll take that. Yeah, that'll be useful. Ship Mac, very useful. Thank you very much. The machine gun is though remote bomb. Okay, so let's see. Got the bridge. Alright. Oh, we're gonna have to head. Actually, this is... I was actually talking with Gamma earlier today. And he couldn't remember where the DLC starts, right? Versus... Because I got the gold version of this, so I have all the DLC automatically. Powder, thank you. A boat? How did it make it all the way over here? Because we were in the middle of what looked like the ocean before. Look at the thing before we explore some more, I suppose. Either way, I find it interesting because this felt like possibly DLC, like the true end of 7 was back when we finished with Ethan.
Ethan,
I can bottom up.
I hope I make it in time. Okay, bottom level.
Also, by the way, I noticed this.
Stop it, Evelyn! Fucking hallucinations. Where is she?
Liar. What makes her a liar, by the way, here? Maybe like initially, because you know, her job to fake being a family, yada yada yada, right? But what was the initial for her being a liar? Because kids are usually at least pretty decent at figuring that kind of thing out. Call you a liar, it's for something specific, and they'll usually forgive you, give or take. But again, I guess this might be a little special case. Now, just a smidge different than usual. Guessing, considering that I have no other way. Yeah. Funny, I got a lot of these. Okay, that did jack all. I thought that that was gonna... I thought that these tanks would go kablooey alongside it. That was a waste. Gotta erase it. Alrighty. Look, they have the love nut. The only negative, obviously, is the fact that I have to... Lewis, the cable is completely fried. That wasn't here before, by the way. This might have been after the fact, maybe. We had a replacement, but we had to use it to fix something in the third floor sick bay, and I have to go to ask Dr. Waddle for it. Well, needed down in the second engine room, but I can't get down unless get this thing work. A cable and a fuse, eh? We been on the second floor? No, we haven't. I'm up first. Especially since there's a lot of things down there and I don't have that much ammo. Oh, thank goodness. Is that bigger than Ethan's knife? Well, that a knife. This is a knife. So this is a safe room. More handgun ammo. Rather corrosive. Not running out of room yet. Let's see what we got. Moved. Not quite sure yet. I hate it, please thank you. Nope, 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 nope. So much nope. All of my nope. Ah! Mother... Flipper! Oh my gosh, okay. I hate that. You run away from one thing. Alright. Well. Now I know what those are. Tissue samples, huh? One. I'm gonna hold on to the chem fluid just in case. Did I screw myself over, by the way, with actually collecting this stuff before I left? 16 years since the nightmare of Raccoon City. Survivors were still suffering. I'll still hold on to it, but at least I know. But it was a good thing that I didn't use it yet. I corroded this. That tells me that the game is a lie. Ah! Oh, thank God I got some headshots in. Oh, I was starting to back up from the camera. I wish it wouldn't twitch on the floor. I'm trying to hold my breath again. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Thank you. I hate it. I appreciate you, but I hate it. These doors open. Ah! Oh my God. Okay. The fact that it spawned right flipping there. A lot of machine gun ammo, but I don't gun yet. That was absolutely coated last time we were here. Like top to bottom. Oh, I don't have the wristwatch anymore, so I can't even tell how much damage. The first one's easy to tell what's right side up. Okay. Corrosives. Okay, where do we go? No. Where's the one corrosive door? Birds, please. I'm here on purpose because I want to say. Okay, I saw Ethan there for a second. I was kind of like, why Ethan? He has Mia. It's the goal. The goal is to save Ethan. This door. We got something cool. That'll work. Now we can go get the machine gun. So, how you guys doing? I'm just, kind of panicking with the way that, all this other stuff is going on. Locker was... Oh, but there's... You know what? No, let's go get the, let's go get the machine gun first. Got a lot of machine gun ammo. If I don't, at the very least... get that, I'm gonna run out of handgun ammo, and that's not gonna be any good. That can't... Oh, thank goodness. I'm so glad I closed that door before I decided to finish that up. You guys have no idea. Well, you probably do. You see me kind of smiling like... like when I saw that thing, I was like... Oh, I have an idea. Open the door, close the door. Open the door, close the door. You sure you're not trying to kill me? You sure? You want me to stick my hand out so I can say hello and then you can try and eat it? Nom noms? Alrighty. Oh. Oh, that might be the, okay, gotcha. I assume that this would open it up too, right? Nope, I need a lockpick. Okay. This to no. This, on the other hand, needs a corrosive. I love that we flash back, by the way. And it showed that we basically died out at sea, give or take. But we still haven't acknowledged that. Running out of things to do. This just to need it otherwise. Got caught up against the wall. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. Ah, come on. Move. Oh my god! That thing can book it! Oh yeah. That was frustrating. That literally came the F out of nowhere. I hate it. Okay. Okay, that's what I needed here. This one. Seriously? Literally the other side of the same door. Makes more sense that you said, oh no, it's locked from the other side. Okay, okay. Hope I don't have to deal with any more bosses. Mini bosses, I suppose we could. Got the cable. Use. Pick there. That's the first floor. Use the escape. First, let's put this back in place so I don't have to carry it around all over the place. I'm down, but I'm not. All the little spots, because I left behind a magnum at the house, by the way. Left behind a magnum at the house. Let's even save this. Oh, the fact that that's the case. Made use of that, but nope. Thought we were going to spend the whole time in and around the area. Okay. I'm not going to open this floor, even if I could. That floor has a lot of the moldy people. Today, because of all the whipping around I'm doing. Oh, I see you. I saw it. Luckily I saw it, because otherwise I would have been like, hey, what the hell? What happened? Don't waste your ammo. Really nice that they gave me more corrosive after using the corrosive. Bombs. Too many bombs. Okay, we made it, guys, we made it. Alright, so now let's head, preferably to a save point, I suppose. But, right, there is a save point here, so we're good. Save point right here, we can hop into the elevator. All I got was basically items, no story, so it's... Down. Okay. Actually, wasn't that where I just was? It was where I just was. Let me go to the upper deck. I think I don't need to be going up, but you know. Lockpick. Where are we with that? 12 out of 20, not bad. Every time you see me blink, it's because I'm trying to... What was with that sting? I'm all kinds of confused right now. Okay, let me get in here just because it's relatively safe in here. What was with that musical sting? A lockpick. Where was the lock? On the 3rd floor. So if we go up one more floor, open that up. Lock room is still locked up. Okay. Let's do the lockpick first. That musical sting was like out of nowhere. I thought what had happened was that, you know, an enemy had spawned behind the door. It was just, you know, badly timed. Not useless, but eat it right now. I don't even have a place to spend it. Okay, so we gotta go back down to the first floor. Let's see, what is the best way to go about that? If I go this way and go on these stairs. That was... Wish we could have cleared out that door. I mean, like, I know that it's stuck, but like the bomb would have cleared it. Okay. Here we are. And on the first floor. Stock room is literally right outside the door. Okay. Outside the door to the right. Hold on to that to see if I get a thing. I like that, but not yet. Nothing here? For realsies? I just have to go down those stairs. This is the only place I haven't gone, right? Panic machine. Oh. Out there, I'm in danger, but in the stairs, I'm relatively safe. Okay, so that's relatively locked off. I assume I'm gonna need the fuse from the other side of this door. And then hop back in the elevator. That's what it is. Need the fuse from the other side of the door and then go around to where the elevator is and then... Okay, so that's what it is. I was like, I need a fuse then. What the... Oh, right. You heard the door close behind me real quick. I hear something spawning. You heard that, right? You heard the... Alrighty. Look at that closed up.
He's waiting.
might be waiting, but I know that you're camping, so. Yeah. Make one of those. Ah, I wasn't dead yet. Gosh, dang it. I could have healed myself before I went there, but I didn't think it was dead. Or I thought it was dead at that point. But also secondarily, I have no way of checking how much health I have because you didn't give her a secondary watch. Alrighty. Alright. Get some more. Ooh, a lot of ammo. I think I'll stick with the handgun ammo in the short term because, again, if I panic, using up handgun ammo is better than using up the machine gun ammo. You know what? That's a lot of blood on my screen. Let me do this. Alright. Those are remote bombs. Enough to make me feel comfortable with a machine gun for a bit. Okay, hold on. Put it down. I forgot that it explodes. Gosh dang it. That already happened to me at least once, and tonight. It wasn't like it was last night and I forgot. That was tonight and I forgot that it does that. Oh, what an idiot I am. Okay. Remote bombs, beautiful. Why is she still making like sound effects like she's getting hurt? I'm getting annoying. What do you need?
Ethan.
Yeah, when?
Ethan. Ethan?
Oh,
shh. I know. I'm not gonna hurt you. Hell, I never would have if I could have helped it.
What do you mean?
I'm no killer, son. Neither is Marguerite, nor my boy Lucas, or even Zoe here. That girl, Evelyn, she did this.
What the hell is she? No, what did she do?
I thought that they would have been the ones to create Evelyn in the first place. That's why there was a lot of, low tech, granted, but, still tech stuff in the house. The hell? Okay, I'm confused. I guess we just keep going. We'll figure it out, right?
She infected us with her gift. That's what she calls it. I found her near a busted out tank in the bayou.
God, it's gonna make me feel stuff for Jack, isn't it? That I'm feel bad for him, despite being frustrated I had to fight him 3 freaking times. I fought Marguerite twice at most. One could argue the first fight was less of a fight, and more of a, just don't get hurt. I know it was a fight because it was me shooting up fish in a barrel style, reverse fish in a barrel. But what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, no, and I fought her twice and I didn't fight Lucas at all. So kind of frustrating, but it's gonna make me feel things, right? And be like, oh, poor Jack. He just, tried to murder me. Granted, it was, again, as they're gonna point out, that it was Evelyn doing the, we did find the boot of Evelyn there, didn't we? That was really early on, too. I thought that was a missing persons. Huh.
Everything changed after that.
So she infects you and then she takes control?
No. Not exactly, son. She just... She forces her way into your mind, your soul. You can't fight back.
What's really weird is they do a really good job with the adult facial animations, other than the one first scene that I was making fun of at the start when we did this, like the start of the game. It was the happy one that Mia sent to Ethan. But Evelyn's facial animations are just so unreal. I think that may be the point, but it's still a little funky. I feel like it should be a little bit more realistic. But it also might be that because they would need a childlike face to get the motion capture for that going, and thus would need to employ a child, which would require all the child labor laws to kind of kick into effect, and they didn't want to have to do that, so they probably did it manually, and it didn't quite come out as natural as all these other people. But by the same token, it works out because she's kind of like the end boss and the very... Just occurred to me that we haven't seen anything with the grandma. That in the spoilery opener, when you come back to the game for the first time, relaunch the game, it has the grandma leaning over in like a supervillain pose. I'd show it for a second if I could save. But either way, that's weird. He didn't fight Lucas. Fine. He ran away. Coward. Not a big deal. We killed Jack, which I don't understand why he's here then. Killed Marguerite, who's not here, by the way. Zoe, if Marguerite was here, I would imply to myself that Zoe's dead too. She killed herself somehow. But since Marguerite's not, it's only Jack and Zoe. It's like, well then, that is the way it goes now, ain't it? What do I want to say before we continue? getting all the fifis from Jack. I feel absolutely terrible. We might need to end early because of my motion sickness is starting to get pretty bad, but let's see.
You are connected to her, and you can't resist the urge to.
Yet, Mia did on a number of occasions. Does it require some kind of mental training that Mia had? And then these are just, civilians off on the side, Well, then.
Oh, you're a different person after that.
Just like Mia. So Mia sent me that message because of Evelyn.
Listen, the girl just wants a family of her own. She's the key, all right? You find her, and you stop her.
How's this happening, by the way?
Free my family. Please.
Who's the actor for that? Because he does a damn good job being absolutely batshit.
Stay away from him.
Why? He doesn't love you. I can make him love you.
Don't.
He doesn't love you. She doesn't know shit. I have a feeling that whoever it is that gave her these abilities through the mold, right, also told her incorrectly, or either incorrectly or because it's easier to explain to a child, this is how you use your powers. You feel this, you feel that, you do this, you do that. And maybe love feels a certain way to her that is not actual love. But Breeze, he hasn't actually shown love. He's only been really frustrated at her. Yeah, but, you don't go looking for your missing wife of 3 years in Louisiana or in wherever the hell they are. And I assume that they're not. I'm going to assume Ethan's not from the same state to start, considering that he's got, generic American accent versus the Louisiana Bayou accent that everybody else in the family seems to have. So he clearly went a long way to go find Mia. You don't do that unless you love the person. At the very least, care for them very, very much. And I might have just answered my own question with the thing, because even if it's not okay, love feels this way, and that's how you make the thing happen, and we're trying to make people love each other and so on and so forth to get that done. If it's not that, then the other thing could be that she's not feeling like true deep love and more just care for each other because they've just been together for so long. But sometimes that's enough. Every once in a while, having the deep love pop out would be really nice, but sometimes, in stressful situations, it's better just to have the deep care. All right.
Don't hurt him.
Silly, I told you I'm not gonna hurt him.
Don't you dare.
So what? You're not my mommy. Remember?
That's actually good audio design. Like, it sounded kind of muffled because we were completely covered. Only like my nose and mouth was out, but that doesn't count for listening to anything, right? But I thought the moment that it opened up, I was just like, man, the audio's still kind of screwy. What's going on? And all of a sudden, she pulls us out, which means that she had pulled out the part in the front, but we were still kind of, ears deep. So, of course, it would have sounded muffled. Then it kind of cleared up when we got pulled out. Oh, great audio design. I like that. Let's go.
Mia, how?
There's no time. You have to get out of here and find her. Here, take this.
What? Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Saving your life. You need to go. I be able to resist for much longer.
I thought we cured her. Or did what happened between, like, basically when we had the hallucination of Jack and Zoe, did she get reinfected? Well, she could have. Doesn't seem that difficult to get infected in the first place.
No.
Now go kill that little bitch.
No.
Oh, now she's dead.
Mia! No!
Because the last time someone called her a bitch, they died, so... Oh, yeah, you took away everything I got in the first half of the game.
Where the fuck are you?
Wonderful. Okay, I see. Nothing here. Well, on the plus side, all your fault. I assume that's all your fault. It's like she would have loved me if you didn't exist. It's just like, not my problem. Into the depths. That's a lot of fish. Fish? On the plus side, we have the thing back. Oh yeah, it is. My joke actually stands. That's a lot of fish. And points to the house who knows what movie I'm referencing. A chopper? We're getting a rescue signal out, or what is this? We're not heading back to the mansion, are we? Obviously, we went through the boat. We must be going to the facility otherwise, right? I think we might be going back to the mansion. I think this is actually where we fought Jack. We'll find out, though. We're curious on whether or not it's Umbrella that's behind this. Whoa, hold on. That threw me for 50 loops. So I was like, February 18th, 1892? This is nearly the oldest we've seen in Resident Evil. I think there might be some other ones that took place during Spencer's era that might be close to it, but it's been a while since I played 5. Right. There was a collapse in the Patterson mine. Juan and Beckford are dead, and Huxley will never walk on his own again. Old man Stan was right. The ground is too unstable. February 19th, 1892. The company's not going to send us any replacements. They want us to work double shifts instead. Can't wait to get back to the old country. Abercrombie Sulfite, Pennsylvania. Is this where Abercrombie and Fitch made their millions before they started doing clothes? A chopper?
Alpha 1, this is Bravo 1. Do you read?
This is Alpha 1. Report. Did you find anything?
A thorough search of the Baker property revealed 0 survivors. Repeat, 0 survivors. We did find evidence of a skirmish.
Evelyn?
Negative. However, we did find several encrypted messages from the Baker's son Lucas to an unknown third party. You can probably guess who that was.
That's just great. We've had reports using the abandoned mine south of the property. I'm gonna go have a look.
Roger that. We'll meet you at those coordinates.
If you encounter Evelyn, orders are shoot to kill. Repeat, shoot to kill.
Do we not trust these guys to do it? What do you guys think? Oh, thank goodness gracious. We got all our stuff back. Oh goodness. Okay, so let's first take this. I do see the things over here. Yeah, it looks like, yeah. We're missing stuff, obviously. Looks like if you never picked it up before. Yeah, the steroids and the stabilizer would still be here. Only one stabilizer we ran into so far, surprisingly enough. Alright, so let's, You want the knife? Holding knife. Yeah, no, I want the survival knife. My joke from before still stands. Pull that a knife? Knife. Yeah, let's do that one. There we go. Ammo. And gun ammo. Alright. I know. Saved you from that. This one was actually a pretty powerful hit. I'll take that. I think I'll take the shotgun otherwise. A lockpick. What were these model ones for? They let us pick it up, but we never used them. That was weird. Herbs. Can't make full heals. At least make one smaller heal. Huh? Darn. The ship. Having them down there. Shiplap Swamp. Erasure is erased. Where are we? Oh, we're in the swamp. Okay. We have no maps. Well, cross your fingers, everybody. Start with a knife. Let's start with a machine gun. Hearing things that I don't like. There's a lot of things. Already? A lot of empty bullets there. A bit. Just a smidgen to give me some room. Did I just... That's kind of cool. Hi. Add the updated handgun ammo there. Some more? Y'all need to stop. Okay, that's it. Empty. That. Oh, shotgun shells. Don't mind if I do. Over here. More blood packs. It's full size stuff. I guess I took. So we could have done this a little quicker. I didn't have to shoot them all out, but I wanted to get rid of some of my inventory. Alright. Yeah, this is a salt mine. Oh, damn. No, when I was a kid, I actually used to watch this movie, this video, VHS, that had a that basically was just like a, hey, check out this construction equipment. Isn't this so cool? Look at this, that, and the other. Oh, hello. Bye. And one of the construction bits had a bore that went through the earth and was like gigantic. And while this isn't that big of a hole, the kind of grooving from it looks accurate, which is kind of cool, to my memory anyway. Oh, playing this game again. Well, they did say Lucas was around, right? I didn't trust this, but where is it? I burned up a lot of ammo on that one. I wonder the machine, how much more or less powerful the machine gun ammo is in the shotgun shells. I really switched to it because I picked up some more ammo, so. Herbs. Oh. Oh my God, Lucas. I really hope that you got some of the idiots coming down to kill you with those tripwires, because Already established, boy. You ain't getting me with that shit. The breeze, what about that? Shh, we don't talk about that room. Oh dear. Mag ammo. Bombs that I could have also grabbed from, and how big a stack can be. More bombs. Why did that take more shells? I must have crit it in the head, the first one in the head, because holy moly, the one that was technically supposed to be weaker took more shells. Yeah, so shotgun shells are better, but also you see how much I'm burning through them, so we're not going to use them very much. Figured it had to do with the cart. Considering that's still up, those other guys haven't made it down here. At least not this direction. Where this went. Hatcher. Items, it looks like. Rye. Tricky. Put it so the light wasn't very visible. Lucas, I've played enough Resident Evil to know... Actually, if that's tripwired... I say I'm going to use the handgun ammo, but man, I burned through that pretty quick, huh? I used to have 60. Machine gun doesn't feel that powerful, I'll tell you that much. Might just be because it doesn't have as much aim? I will risk it. Why is the one that I'm gonna risk? I shot the other one and I didn't risk this one. Ugh. Hate it. Thanks. Beautiful. Sent Friday, January 16th, 2015, which is about when this game came out, I think. Thanks to you guys. It's been about a week since my head's been clear and back to normal, and she still thinks that she got me. Oh, so Lucas actually has been sane. Wait. Does that mean that he's been killing people because he wanted to then? Not because she's been making him? Or maybe she can still hear his, he can still hear her voice, but the compulsion to do what she wants is not there, but he knows that in order to live, he needs to do at least a couple of them. Anyway, you guys really need to work on. You guys really need to work on fixing that. Not only does she look like a little kid, but she's about as stupid as one too. Or does Lucas work for the people who make her? Mom and Dad are totally under though. I was wondering, is this whole family obsession something you guys programmed into her? It's kind of fucked up. Let's see, November 4th. Well, nearly a year later, at 2:10 a.m., that bitch Mia is still somewhere between EV La La Land and reality. She gets pretty violent, so I locked her up in a cell. I thought maybe Evelyn would get mad since Mia's her favorite and all, but she doesn't seem to care. She actually goes and visits her sometimes. She thinks Mia's her mommy. Like I said, your bioweapon is fucked up. Next year. Okay, so it was a couple years before it came out. Anyway, but Friday, September 1st. Always like, what fuck, really in the morning too. Anyway. Lynn's family obsession is getting out of hand. She's making everyone kidnap more and more assholes off the streets to add to her freak show of a family. Maybe she's getting tired of Mia not coming around, but it's a pain in the ass for me because I gotta clean up the mess whenever someone new comes along. By the way, Evie's looking sick or something. Her skin's getting all wrinkly and she's getting gray hairs. Is that supposed? Oh. Oh. I see. So, my comment from before, we didn't ever really get around back to it, about the pseudo spoiler of Granny hunched over in a super villain aha, I caught you moment pose in the opening. That's Evie. You just project yourself like a little child. Because that's what she is. She's, I assume, aging rapidly. So in her head, she's still the little child, even though her body's becoming aged real quick. Okay. Well then. Steroids. I'm not gonna stab myself now because it heals me on top of expanding my health, so I'll wait till I take damage. Alright. Patch that. That was kind of cool. But okay, the only mystery to me now that has been presented to us is who created Evie. But that's why looks like Lucas was killing them, and why he probably looks as tired as F, because he's probably the one having to deal with the, his own sanity. Obviously, the ones that don't work, he's probably killing off on the side, and he's having fun with it just so he can, because otherwise he's getting real stressed. Infection report. I think that's probably Evie there, right? In her lungs. Look at that in a second. 5 minutes after dose, vomiting. E necrotoxin, I was right, by the way. E series dosage test. 12 minutes after dose, cell calcification. 10 minutes after dose, death. So 10 minutes to die. Well then. In the immortal words of Andrew WK, you better get ready to die. Alright. What's in here? Here's the whole shebang, not scratched. E-necrotoxin destroys cells of any subject based upon the E-series bioweapon model. E-series? Well, we did jump around with the letters. Because all those zombies from the original Resident Evil were the T series. Didn't play enough 4 or 5 or 6 at all to know what the more enhanced models are, the more parasitic. Then we had the G series for Resi 2. E series, huh? Curious. Okay. Only used for disposal of E series assets. I assume that this is an E series bioweapon that we're dealing with, so yes. The toxin must first be stimulated before use. Do this by placing a sample of the E series cells into the necrotoxin chamber. But that's interesting. Putting E series, that means someone is still making stuff that is still related to Umbrella, whether it's not Umbrella itself, but like the company that inherited all of Umbrella's bioweapon research, or what? Research report confidential. This project was instigated. I'm gonna go check that other one because I hit A this time. Got more. Project was instigated in the 2000s as one of the several concepts of the company's NextBAS, Next Generation Experimental Battlefield Superiority Initiative. Operation Battlefield Superiority. Who came up with NextBAS? Next I get. Bass? Anyway, working with technical decisions from the HCF to develop a bioweapon for neutralizing combatants en masse with minimal direct contact. NextBAS was later folded and all of its acid diverted into this project. What makes this project markedly different from conventional weapons is its ability to turn enemy combatants into allies, converting hostile elements into willing servants. And this effectively eliminates the costs of not only POW handling, but also combat itself. It is no wonder that we had organization chomping at the bit to get on board. I'm curious as to what those organizations are. The project would have never existed were it not for the discovery in... I'm going to assume discovery in Africa, because that's where most of the bioweapons have come from, insofar as Resident Evil is concerned, up until this point. In Africa of... Or no, because in Africa of something else, I don't know. A remarkably progressed vicarant evolution fungus that we commonly term the mutamycite. Yeah, that's mycite. Usually it's mycite, right? Anyway. The fabrication method for each bioweapon was introduce the mutamycite genome into a pre-stage 4 human embryo. Oh, it's even freaking worse. I thought it needed a child because, oh, they're just more resilient, this, that, and the other. No. Put it into a pre-stage 4 human embryo. This is an in vitro fertilization they're doing here. And perform cultivation in a controlled environment over a period of 38 to 40 weeks. Resultant organisms were referred to as candidate specimens and graded based on usability from the impractical and faulty A through, so series A through D to the perfected E series. Okay, so this is actually not related to the E virus and the G virus. Okay. As far as nomenclature is concerned. Common appearance was selected. A common appearance was that of a roughly 10-year-old girl to ensure ease of blending in with urban refugee populations. Okay. Refugee populations? Excuse you? For a bioweapon? Okay, urban makes sense. You're in the middle of the urban warfare, this, that, and the other. Refugee populations, what benefit does that bring? Like, for real, though. First E-series specimen named Evelyn. Okay, so she's the first one. Is proven capable of secreting the mutamycite from her tissue at will. It is also of note that Evelyn's mutamycite imposes a profound control over body and mind when introduced into a host organism. We'll have a lot to learn about the mechanism by which Evelyn achieves and maintains this control. A working theory is that the vector is similar to the autoinducer pheromones for quorum sensing in Pseudomonas bacteria. Pseudomonas bacteria, that's same stuff that causes not the flu, what is it? Another pretty common cold thing. Evelyn's control is exerted in a series of discrete stages, first of which is hallucination. So while we may have cured Mia, arguably, on her way on the boat, ever since we got back on the boat, she was already infected once again. Okay. Almost immediately after infection, the subject begins to see images of Evelyn, though she is not in fact there. You can hear her voice, which is inaudible to anyone else. Wait. Oh, that means Ethan is also infected, right? Because he saw Evelyn before. And I'm talking about most recently. Not only has he been seeing Evelyn very clearly beforehand, and he hasn't cured himself, but he saw Evelyn before, right then when Mia pushes out. So we're infected. Nice. Auditions were, let's see. Auditions with infected subjects throughout the stages of infections reveal that at first, the Phantom Evelyn appears to be a normal young girl, sometimes desiring companionship or assistance. As time progresses, she begins making more and more extreme demands, including self-mutilation and attacks on other people. Psychological shock this induces helps break down the mind's natural barriers to Evelyn's brainwashing effect. And by the time the mental control is achieved, the mutamycite infection has progressed through the body cells, so the body... Let's head back to that other set of papers, because while we did see kind of the result there, I want to make sure that we haven't left it behind. Right here. More details that the symptoms that appear when the bacterium with a star, there you go, hereafter referred to as mold. So it's a bacterium, but they say on mold. Mold is a fungus. I guess it looks like a mold even though it's bacteria. Oh. The growth inside the E-Series infects a human. Be sure to read this document thoroughly before dealing with E-Series weaponized assets. They keep saying assets like there's multiple of them, but then only mention the one. Initial infection. The mold ingests nutrients from the subject's body to propagate itself. Slowly takes over the cells within the body. As a side effect of this, the infected subject gains remarkable regenerative abilities. Hint, that shows that Jack, Marguerite, at least. Oh no, and I think Lucas showed it too, because of the fact that they cut, because didn't Jack cut his arm off during the dinner at the start? I don't know. Anyway, during experiments, we removed arms and legs from test subjects and found that they were able to coapt the amputated limbs in a matter of minutes. Mid-stage infection. That shows that we were infected from a long time ago too, because we were the arm got reattached real quick. So it's not the healing juices that we've been pouring on us, it's the fact that we're infected. I think all the healing juices helped was accelerate the process. Once the mold reaches the brain, the subject's thoughts become in tune with those of the E-Series asset. The subject starts to hear things and experience hallucinations, and soon comes under the complete control of the E-Series asset. This state continues, the host will lose all sense of ego. Complete infection. After every cell in the body has been overtaken by the mold, the subject begins to lose their human form. That's what we've been fighting for the most part. Wow. Considering how many of those we've been fighting, that's a lot of humans. Ooh. Physical mutations differ from case to case, but all result in him or her acquiring incredible physical strength. Very key, yes. Containing a subject at this stage, which will be extremely difficult. Chris, how many? 27 out of 32, so we're getting close to the end. Evelyn's functions also include the ability to form organisms from mycelia. Fungal filaments. An organism is used loosely here. Strictly speaking, they are superorganisms formed of countless mycelia. Important, though, is that they exhibit a strong survival instinct and will defend themselves ferociously with the slightest provocation. Their fungal toughness and remarkable strength give them significant battlefield potential. Researchers have been calling these superorganisms the molded, made of mold, and also molded as in shape. The name has a certain elegance to it. The treatment of accidental infections performing on samples of Evelyn's body tissues produces a unique fungicidal serum, and I just remembered that I have that in my inventory. I wonder if that's what I need to put in there. We'll take a look at that after we finish reading this. Administering the serum to an infected subject will cause the mycelia to calcify, which is what happened to Jack. If the subject cells are already largely invaded, the serum will be fatal. The treatment window is so small, the serum's primary use, therefore, disposal of infected subjects rather than a cure. Exploring the serum's potential, we found subjecting it to would enhance its effects to extreme potency, becoming a compound we now know as E-necrotoxin, which even in tiny amounts. What's been interesting to observe in Evelyn's behavior is her obsession with the concept of family. In experiments, we found on multiple occasions that infected subjects were compelled to act as her mother or father, treating her as if she was really their daughter. Why did she settle upon family as a theme for her mental control? It's just speculation, but it could be that she instinctively understands the family unit is better suited to blending into social groups than a lone girl. On the other hand, sentimental sort might suggest that she's making up for a perceived lack of love in her quarantine upbringing. Parents' love. A sentimental... Dude, if she's an actual child, then yes, that's exactly what's happening, you little dingus. I was right about that, by the way. And behold, yeah, that's a lot to drop on us at once. Save point here. Now, curious. I can have stacks and stacks of that. That's good, at least as backup. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, we still have the machine guns up. Yeah, I think. Alrighty, that's what we'll end it for tonight. Actually, one thing, let's switch this up just so we can see that like I said, the villain pose that we had there. I'll just do it from the start. I did for you to do it multiple times, and you still don't. Anyway, here we go. Once it loads up. Oh! I did watch all the videotapes in single playthrough, so I'm done. Sweet. I thought I might have missed something. Oh. Let it roll until we get to the actual cutscene. We've watched it, like I said, once before, but was this the first game that used the re-engine? Did. Kudos. Probably download Chris's story because of the fact I'm getting really tired of seeing it. Here we go. That made me think, okay, Granny's got something up her sleeve there. Not sure what yet, but Granny's got something up her sleeve. So now, with all the information we have, we know that that's actually Evelyn, the actual final boss for the time being. I'm assuming that technically is a bigger final boss that created Evelyn in the first place, but you know. Insofar as, I guess to put a different spin on it, right? Resident Evil 1, technically the actual final boss was still Umbrella because they're the ones creating the BOWs, but the final boss in game was the Tyrant, which is just a mindless tyrant giant zombie with a giant claw and really effed you up. So, you know, fair plays. So this is the same thing, where except that obviously instead of big bad thing that's really hard to blow up, except for with a freaking rocket launcher, pretty easy to blow it up with that. We have a thing that A, easily infects a lot of things, and B, that those things getting infected now can be controlled, unlike with the Tyrant virus before. Though the control already came into play with Las Plagas and ever the 1.5 was. There was a way to control them anyway. Those were more parasitic. Wow. I just thought about that. I was about to correct myself and say, well, technically the mold is also parasitic at this point because the virus was the only thing that really couldn't control anything. Which kind of makes sense when virus is almost just DNA, RNA in sequence to infect healthy cells and make it replicate. But a parasite tries to live on through its host subject in whatever which way form you've got, right? And what's the word I'm looking for? All right, and the mold obviously has it does the decomposition of stuff, right? And technically it's not mold, it's a single-celled bacteria. It just looks like mold, large quantities. So, they've either been doing their friggin' research or they got really lucky. I see 2017, by the way. The Capcom, I say C. That text, that copyright text in the lower left-hand corner is so small you guys can't read it. It says Capcom Co. Ltd. 2017-2022. I assume 2022 is when the game got released, or completed released, right? On Steam in specific. It didn't come out, I think, no, it did come out for PC already. Maybe the 2022 is, you know, after everything was said and done, you know, with all the DLC and all that jazz. Or that was the last time that they re-upped the copyright 7 with certain things here and there. Where obviously 2017 here is probably the original release date and when they copyrighted. Either way, point still stands that that's actually super clever. We'll have to see how this actually pans out for Endgame. Are we able to save Zoe, considering that we left her behind? Unlikely. Because the hint there is that we killed Jack. And Jack's spirit somehow. Obviously, what's strange about the Jack thing was obviously, how is, if we killed him, how is he even alive inside the mycelia of all the bacteria and all this other jazz? But that, the reason why whomever made this series of BOW hasn't brought it up, probably because they don't know. It's not something that A, they're looking for. I said, oh, yada 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 yada. Maybe somebody who was sentimental would say that because she's raised in a lab, she's trying to fill the hole in her heart with something else. You know, only a sentimental wuss would think of that. It's like, if it's a child, then yes, absolutely. Fuck you. Children are not robots. They're not mini adults that just don't know any better about like the full scale. They're exploratory and they need love in some way, shape, or form. So that scientist needed to get like a freaking sensitivity reader or some shit. Obviously it's more than sensitivity reading. It would be more like they needed to actually have an ethics committee overseeing some of this shit, because holy. But if this is still Umbrella, we still haven't seen anything that points to it being Umbrella or any offshoot thereof, whether it's Wesker or somebody related to Wesker. Regurgitating a little bit. Alright. Might want to wrap this up because that smells good. But yeah, if it is Umbrella, then yeah, well, we've already kind of established. Ethics committee. At the very least, they don't let the ethics committee see their shit. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. You've been 10 out of 10 with me. Tomorrow we're definitely doing Final Fantasy 14, if only just because Jaden's here and this shit's gonna scare the crap out of him. But we're not gonna do that at all. What we will do is Final Fantasy 14, and we'll come back around to this probably Monday because we're almost done, and then we'll go to P3P as soon as we finish this. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with me. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever it is that you are.